Okay, we are now into week 3 of the Dr. Laura Hauser monthly May special, Mastering Metabolism. And I am going to be speaking on behalf of Dr. Laura Hauser and health coach Caitlin Bogo. And I am Sharice Naraki, also a health coach at Columbus OBGYN. All right, today's weekly topic on mastering your metabolism is metabolism and stress. As we know, when we are out of balance on every level, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, our metabolism is in peak form and in turn is utilizing calories in the most efficient and effective way possible. When we're out of balance and our body is out of whack on any or all of these levels, our metabolism is compromised. And of course, at that point then, starts to store calories as fat instead of burning them as energy. And we therefore need excess calories to accomplish the same metabolic function. So there's a big tie in there. All right, stress, hormones. Stress causes hormone imbalance and dysfunction and metabolic abnormalities. And both the metabolic abnormalities and the hormone imbalances create fatigue. Also, when we're stressed, we end up with elevated levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which I know you are all familiar with and have heard before. So when the cortisol levels are heightened, and usually happens during stress, cortisol can easily take over the other hormones in the body and affect metabolism by how glucose is formed. When our body is faced with a stress of any kind, it responds by dumping anti-stress adrenal hormones into our body. The most common adrenal hormone being norepinephrine. This is normally a good thing, except that when all of the other processes are happening and we're stressed, our norepinephrine levels are low, the reserve is depleted, our metabolism can slow way down, or even actually come to a screeching halt. When the norepinephrine levels are depleted, and this happens, the insulin, which is the hunger hormone, dumps in, and then we all know what happens when that kicks in. So, elevated cortisol directly causes diminished thyroid function. Another reason for metabolic drop and fatigue. The adrenals are connected to the thyroid. So when the thyroid is underperforming, which is hypothyroidism, this leads to fatigue as well. Cortisol helps the body all through the day. It's the little hamster on the wheel that is your energy that keeps you going. At night when you're sleeping, you're supposed to be making melatonin, which is the other end of that. For those who are making too much cortisol on a regular basis and they can't sleep, they're usually stressed and wired, which is the opposite of being stressed and tired, which is normally what happens and can happen on a long, prolonged level of too much cortisol, because eventually the body can't keep up with it and things start to downshift, so to speak. So there are lots of different things that we can help you with and that we would recommend to help you keep metabolic rate functioning by diminishing and relieving and removing stressors. Some of the easier examples that you have probably already heard of are different lifestyle changes, like taking care of yourself all year long, not just in many increments or at specific special times of the day. Excuse me here, just pulling my notes up. Lifestyle changes that nourish you, like good nutrition, whole foods, combining maybe bits and pieces of raw food in each of your meals, making sure you're eating small meals through the day. 4 to 6 times per day would be fabulous to keep that little hamster on the wheel going and keep your metabolic rate high, keep your stresses down. The nourishment, the digestion functions, getting a lot of water, that eases and soothes digestion, moves nutrients along, moves the bile along smoothly. A major percentage of your body is made of water, so drink it warm, not super ice cold. It's a little bit rough on digestion. But the eating throughout the day and smaller meals helps your digestion as well. It doesn't overload you and make it difficult for your body to break down those foods and nutrients. Making sure that you also avoid artificial sweeteners and preservatives, as you know. So these are all things that can help you, not just physically, but in all realms, function and manage your stress levels. One of our favorites, and it's free, and you can do it all day long every day, is deep breathing. Deep breathing has so many benefits that help not only bring you back into the present moment and relieve you and kind of give you that moment to realize everything's okay, I'm okay, and everything's going to be okay. It also oxygenates every cell, and that alone can help reset your metabolic rate to a very high level. So all of these things are things you probably have already heard of and already know. Hopefully it triggers a new desire or an impulse to want to look into starting to make some of these changes to allow your body to function and feel good and feel happy. That's why we came here. So if you'd like any further detail or information about stress management, reduction, diminish, and increased metabolic rate, you can schedule a consultation with Dr. Laura Hauser or Caitlin Bogo, health coach, or myself, Sharice Naraki. And we can also make some suggestions and educate you on what's called an herbal food supplement. Different things that you can incorporate with your foods through the day as you're making these changes when you're not used to eating certain foods and you want to gently introduce those nutrients and elements of things that will help bodily function and help your body manage and diminish stresses throughout your internal system. Like example, taking B5 and B6 are really, really helpful for helping your body on the inside, addressing the stressors that you may be experiencing on the outside. For further details, please do make an appointment with Dr. Laura Hauser. If you're feeling a little more out of whack than normal and feeling like you need a little more help, and maybe there are some factors that have come into play from the chronic stress that are affecting you on a more serious level, you may make an appointment with Dr. Laura Hauser for that. She can even perform what's called an adrenal stress test, and that takes it a step further and a step deeper into the chronic stress effects of what's going on with you internally and how we can better address and help you specifically and individually. So all you have to do is call the office at Columbus OBGYN at 614-434-2400. You can get on her schedule for the adrenal stress test. You can make an appointment or a consultation with the lovely Caitlin Bogo, health coach, or you can schedule with myself. We'll be happy to see you. We're here to help. We want you to feel good. We want you to live well and enjoy your vitality, a great functioning metabolic rate, and everything that goes with that. So until we speak next time and we see you in the office, have a beautiful day. Peace.